I'm watching the new intro for the first time. I've not seen
Welcome
it
to the U.K.E Liquid Mixing Show. It is a Wednesday night and it's time for a little bit of mixing chat. If you are new to this channel, don't forget you can drop your questions into the chat. Any question is not a silly question. We've also got on here my co-hosts, which we have got our own Mixing Jesus, which is Bobo from the Vapory. We have got the chairman of the board, which is Kentucky Bill. We've also got our mixing guru, which is Graham Net Reality. We've also got our own mixing detective, which is Liam Sherlock Holmes. You've got me, Benny Vapes, and we've also got a special guest all the way from the Greek mountains of Olympus, one of the old gods. It is Addy Tuney.
What's up, guy?
Welcome, everybody.
Welcome.
Thank you.
Welcome. Sam will be on everything. Look at that, smooth tonight. Smooth. Absolutely smooth.
Don't jinx yourself.
Yeah. Let me say they can't hear you lot now. You're on. So how are we all? We all doing okay?
Yeah.
Good.
Hey, good.
I'm kind of intimidated, Benny. All these crazy mixing names. I don't know. I can live up to mixing Jesus and and the mixing detective and
That's it. Chairman and board. I'm just called Benny Bates. I'm just a host. So we have got a special guest. So don't forget, like I say, you can put your questions in chat. Nothing is silly. So if you are new to mixing, don't forget, just bob it in chat. Someone will answer you. We have some really good people in chat as well that can help you out. So if you are new, just put it in there and someone will get to you. We will go around and see what we're all vaping on and do a little buffet. We will start with the cat. Liam, do you want to go first?
Yeah, tonight I'm on my Tesla Invader 3 with the profile 1.5, and in that I've got some strawberry milk. I also have my Purge with a profile 1.5 on top, and in that I've got some cannoli be mine, which is a nice cannoli flavour I'm working on. And just for a little change, I got the V-Stick in 530, and on top of that I have the Aromamizer. I'm doing a Graham.
Yay.
I have the Aromamizer V2, and in that I have some strawberry cheesecake. And I will pass you over to the chair.
Oh, all right. Thank you. Actually, I haven't gone today, Liam. Very good. I am on the Pioneer, on the Kizoku, and in that I have some cinnamon roll. I am also on the Minikin 2 with the Dead Rabbit. And in that, I have some banana pudding cookie, what I can't think of what the hell they're called right now, but vanilla wafers, yeah. And I am also on the Evil Dildo, and I have the Arbiter on that with my nuts in it. So, and I will pass it over to Graham.
Okay. I'm on my normal Minikin 2 with the barrage on top. And in that, I've got some RY4E stuck, but I couldn't wait, so it's already gone halfway down. And I've got the Ultrona Gaia, the hairdresser mod, nice and pink, with the Creed in, and in that I've got a mint concoction because I'm trying to get my taste buds back. I can't taste raspberry. Suddenly stopped tasting raspberry about a week and a half ago, and it still hasn't come back. I tried a little kind of 10ml bottle, and I'm like, I can taste bakery. So I don't know what's happened there. So, and I'll pass it on to Bobo.
I'm on my usual two. I'm on the big boy, which is the Odin with the white rice launcher in it. I was using that salted caramel stuff that I made the week before last. Went through that 10 milliliters in like less than a night, and then made a 100ml bottle. That didn't last long as well. Put them back onto the Jackrabbit thingy, custard donut. I probably didn't like it at first, but it's growing on me. And I have got the Boost, which is still battered with some raspberry 18mg in it. That's me. I am boring as fuck. I will pass it on to someone who hasn't been before. Who's not
I can't remember.
It'd be Addy or Benny? Yeah.
You go with Addy. What are you vaping on, lad?
Oh, I got some strawberry jam and some whipped cream and with some marshmallow, vanilla marshmallow and Matte K Fun. I got a bunch of stuff going. I got some Blue Raz spearmint and Type 2 and a clutch and a whole bunch of other stuff.
Very nice. Very nice. There's a new clutch come out in there, X18.
Yeah, I'm excited to get a good look at it.
Yeah, I've just seen pictures of it. I've not seen the insides or the details of it yet. He hasn't shown a great deal off yet, has he, Mike?
No.
No, so...
no, Mike's, he's gotten burned a couple times by, showing like a lot of other people, like the clones come out before the real product. And,
yeah. A bit like Voopoo and Vatefly.
Yeah.
You love doing that, Voopoo, don't they?
What's that?
You love doing stuff like that. He's done it to Tony B a while back as well, didn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, to be fair, mate, Vatefly were on about this. Vatefly took Coily Tool, didn't they? They were the first one to take Coily Tool and put it in their stuff. So they can't. What goes around comes around, doesn't it? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right, so I'm on the Drag 3 with the TPPP tank on top. First coil was shite. It only lasted 3 days. This is a little bit better. It's not leaking. Other one pissed out after 3 days. So, also I'm on the mix, and inside that we have got some from concentrate salted caramel tobacco. We've got last of that. I need to make some more up, and I'm also on the last of the Old Homies scone, jam scone in the Gruss with the Arbiter on top. And that is me with that. So, Liam, do you want to do a quick jump down chat for us, please?
In chat tonight, we have Bobo, obviously, Hooked on Funk, Bill, Disco Potato, Jacob Vapor, Addy, Vaping Mank, JP Vapes, D.
Happy birthday. Just hold up.
Happy birthday, JP.
JP
Happy
Vapes.
birthday, lad. Have a good one. Well, hope you've had a good one.
Jacob Vapor, Martin Burke, Vaping Mank, Albert Valenti, Fee, Rocky Tooney, Frank and Miser, I think I said Hooked on Funk, Papa Chickley, Fletcher Boy, Mr. Anderson,
Mr. Anderson,
Ozzy Shano, Leo Barry, Zygmunt Ambrose Zogli, Sheboygan, Zippy, Ozzy Shano, and I think
Big D,
Vapor Queen Becky, Graham Mabley, Sean Patrick Lynch, Gareth Free Ride Vapor, Big D.
and anybody else that's in will be about an hour.
And Pippa.
Okay, you're getting like
Pippa
Graham.
and Simon and
Simon, Sheboygan.
Yeah,
Welcome.
I didn't recognize Addy. This is the first time I've ever seen Addy's name in chat where it wasn't blue. I didn't know it was him.
Oh dear. We haven't got a disc. We have got a Discord, right? Just we'll clear this up at the moment, right? So go over and check out Best Sig Liquid. It is not sponsored. We haven't got a price to give away as such. We have got a discount code for 2 people. We're just slowing it down a little bit because he's just got to catch up with orders. So that's why we're only doing 2 discount codes for 2 people tonight. Just so he can catch up on things. It's going a bit, obviously, with this show and everything. It is going a little bit mental, and people are having to wait a little bit longer than what they should be doing for their giveaway prizes and for the orders themselves. So we've just said we'll slow it down a little bit. We'll, wind it back and just give him time so he can get things back up and running and back up to kilter. So, because I keep getting messages on my page and everything saying I ain't got my order, so we've just slowed it down a little bit. But do go out and check Better Sig Liquid because he's been good to us to allow us some giveaway prize and that. And like I say, there will be 2 codes to give out to 2 people, just so we're just slowing it down a little bit. So that just clears that up. obviously, Nightbot is in, spanning out some links to Zippy's concentrates and also to Liam. So go show them some love as well. There's been a few discount codes going around this week for from chefs. Chefs seem to be firing a load of discount. Are they running slow or something? Or getting rid of old stock?
I really don't know. I'm assuming it might be to do with rotation.
Yeah, they have 25% off Wonder Flavors yesterday, didn't they?
Well, they're trying to make room for the new Wonder flavors that are coming out.
Yeah, there's loads of them going out.
I didn't go for it. I was like that. 25. No, I'm not going to take that discount. I'm going to wait 2 weeks.
What, and get a 50% discount when they put them on those bottles?
Oh, no, wait for the new line to come out.
Ah, right. I know, Nightbot's working day on 78. Right, so if you have got any questions, put them in chat. If you do want to know anything, if you have been doing a bit of mixing and you are stuck on things, then do please put it in. Everybody's starting to say they've got their stuff now, so that's good. They've started getting them in, so that's good. But it just lets him get time to get stuff organised, and then we'll start back up again. So, Addy, welcome. First time you've been on here, and it's good to have you on. You're on quite a lot of shows. I've seen you around for a long time, to be fair. When did you start doing on your mixing journey?
It was late 13, early 14. I was lucky enough to a new vape shop opened up in where I grew up in Niagara Falls, New York, and only the second one. And it had a really cool name. It was Niagara Mist. So I walked in and I ended up hitting it off with the owner of the place. So he didn't know how to build at all. So I made a deal with him. I'll show you how to build if you show me how to DIY. So I learned right from a guy mixing it, owner of a vape shop. So it was a lot easier for me because I had hands-on.
Yeah. And Pippa's just saying that you got Threshold 3 into mixing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's which is really good. Is that? That's obviously
he grabbed it and ran, and now
yeah, he just keeps on running with it. Yeah.
Yeah, I get ideas from him now.
Yeah,
it's great.
Do you remember what your first mix was? The first thing that you mixed that you vaped?
Strawberry lemonade.
Wow. Was it good?
I mean, for the time, my taste buds still hadn't come around yet, but
yeah,
it was kind of cool because I took it and ran with it, and ended up, coming up with a few mixes, and he was nice enough to take those mixes and put them on his recipe list.
Right.
We liked them too, so it was good. It was fun.
Excellent.
And he's still in business, God bless him.
Oh, he's still in business? Wow, that's good then.
Yeah. I mean, but now, he sells the glass and everything else to try to survive, but.
Yeah, like you say, you can't do your own stuff over there now, can you? So sell it in shops like they used to do. So hopefully things will come round, because I know you do a lot of advocacy stuff as well. Yeah. So hopefully people get on board with this new one for vape mail ban.
I know Kasai just put out a call to action yesterday and today about the vape mail comment period.
Yeah. I've been retweeting it when I can on Twitter, just so everybody knows to get out there and sign it and get it in. But they have said that it's not business to business, so the both of them have said that they will allow business to business mail.
That's good.
UPS. I think Mike Vapes were on about it on ST's show on Tuesday night. And they were saying on there.
Rewatched that. I think they had Brandon on or something.
Yeah, they did have Brandon. Yeah. He's now decided that they're dropping the price of the Reflex down to $49.
Probably wasn't selling too good.
Yeah, he admits it. He said he didn't realise that it was a little bit too high, charging $120 for a device.
I mean, all love Evolve though. I mean, look at the innovation they forced in the whole industry. The DNA chips and.
Mm-hmm.
But,
Graham Maberly's got a question, Benny.
Yeah, he's just said that. Yeah, I've just seen that. Remember, Cass says, I know sounds stupid. It's not stupid, mate. I have 50 ml juice and I want to put 8 ml salts in it. I was looking at 72 ml salts. Well, 250 in a 10 ml bottle with VG in it makes it up to an 18 milligram. If you put that in it, that'd make 3. So if you put 2 of them, if you did that, so that'd be 5 ml with some VG in it, would make it up to 6 milligrams, so you're not far from there, aren't you? So
Yeah.
I would have thought.
If you've got 72 milligram for 50 mil, e-liquid calculator tells me that you would need 2.15 grams.
That's what I just said.
Is that what you just said?
Yeah, 250 grams. Yeah, grams. Sorry, not mil, grams. Yeah.
Wasn't even listening.
Because that's how I make my nicotine shots up. Do exactly what you've just done there, Bobo. If I've no nicotine shots in, I do make it up myself, and that's how I know. Put 2.5 grams into a bottle, and then top it up with rest of like 8 mil. It's like 7 grams of VG, and that'll give me 10 mil. That gives me 3 milligram.
Right.
So yeah.
I could bring up the liquid calculator and show how to do it on the liquid calculator if you want.
Say that again, mate. Sorry.
I can put it on the.
Yeah, bring it up for him. Yeah, put it up and show him. Yeah.
Okay. So if you've got a recipe here, this is 30 mils. So if I edit this to 50, and it was 8 milligrams, was it?
8, yeah.
Yeah. So change the desired strength to 8 milligrams, and the strength of nicotine to 72.
And then whatever PG/VG base it is, you need it.
And it shows you how much you need in milligrams there.
Yeah.
That recipe looks good.
So I wasn't far from what I when I said that.
Yeah, I'll save that on that. That was a recipe from the vaping community. They have a competition every Saturday.
That looks tasty.
Or was it that one?
No,
that was Frank's show. That was
that
Frank's
was on
show.
ELR, so that wasn't.
Yeah, no, that was Frank's show. Zippy was doing a cheesecake, and I thought, I'm going to go head to head with Zippy making a cheesecake. Let's see how well I do. And I haven't used the Purium before, so it was the first time using that.
Chaboga's just saying it's my 109th birthday in March. I should be on this panel. Well, Teddy, you have got a camera because I know that Mark Fagan sent you one, so get your ass on. There you go.
Yeah, Fletcher boy, if you're going to spend that, what you need to do is you need to hit one of these 30% offs later on that we're going to be putting out there, and you can get that $39 down by 30%. Yeah.
Just a second, because I have got. If you do go on, you can go on to. Oh, don't want that one. If you do go on, there's usually he has a discount code usually running on his site. When you go on, it'll tell you on front page. So if you are putting money in, just have a look for that. Zygmunt Ambrose saying the Raspberry Ripple is fucking lovely from Best Sig Liquid. We did have one Papa Chigley's put on for you, Addy. Have you always mixed recipes as lower than average percentages?
No, it was kind of like a progression over time. I found I guess I have a more sensitive palate than some, and flavorings have gotten a little stronger over the years too, it seems to me.
You find that because like we were talking about this before, that it used to be in the old days with Zippy and that we were talking about that you had to build your base. Now you can get virtually a one shot that'll give you your base to work off of that now. Rather than having to build a base up because you come out with your wonder flavors and your one-on-ones and things like that, and already starting to do that base for you.
Yeah.
That
it's
you can have.
Great time to be a DIYer right now. It's so much easier than back when it was just ECF and there wasn't ELR and there was nobody really to tell you much. You really had to dig.
Yeah. And you were just sort of playing around with this. Look, just mix this with this and see what we can get. Oh, that's it. Nice.
Like in the meth lab in the basement.
yeah, in the bathtub.
Yep.
And the nice thing is, see, Addy was motivation for me because it showed me that someone that's almost my age can mix. So then I thought, well, maybe I can too because I'm just a little bit older than he is.
Heck yeah, Bill. Yeah. Well, you're more handsome. You might be a little older, but
more aged, I think is the word. But I'm not like cheese.
Oh, get a room.
Sheboygan, spot on. I not Terry. I Rajit Ram Mahid from Sheboygan ethnic community, and we know you are. Well, yeah, we know. Yeah.
Yeah. Keep telling yourself that one day you'll
Yeah.
actually believe it. Yeah.
So we've also got on there, Addy Tuney, is there a flavour you just can't stand? I think it's supposed to be kind of stand.
Can't stand.
Can't. Well, I guess it can't be stand.
Yeah.
Can't stand.
You don't like. Yeah.
So a flavoring I really dislike.
Yes.
Mhm.
Oh God.
Mango.
Pretty much 99% of anything coffee.
Yeah, I'm with you on that, mate. And Liquid Barnes ice cream.
Oh, you don't like it? Oh, damn.
He's the only person in the vaping community that don't like it.
This
But
is like almost all ice cream.
No, I like ice cream, but I just don't like Liquid Barnes ice cream.
Liquid Barnes vanilla ice cream, he doesn't.
Too buttery?
I don't know. It's got like a coconutty sort. It's just not nice. It's just I don't like it.
Yeah, it just doesn't hit your palate good.
Yeah. I just don't think it tastes like an ice cream. It's just no. I'd rather use like old style, do a sweet cream and some Vic Bean with it, and do an ice cream base like that. I just don't get on with vanilla bean ice cream with the vanilla ice cream from Liquid Bar.
There's a lot of good ice creams out there if you just give them a few days.
Yeah,
some good ones. The Wonder Flavors is good. VTA is good. For coffees, I've only found two that I like, and I've tried a lot. The VSO espresso and the VTA coffee milk froth, which isn't really coffee forward, but
I don't like coffee. I just don't like coffee full stop. So I don't drink it. I don't. I've said this before. If you get a bag of Revels, them ones with all mixed different ones in, I'm gone if I don't.
As how much I've had of that this week. Made that on Sunday. Oh, was it Sunday? 9 for this? No. I started vaping it on Sunday and I've gone through half of it.
Yeah, but you like cottage cheese too, Graham. So
I do like cottage cheese.
I have that and I haven't mixed it yet. I want to do a pineapple cottage cheese just to try it.
I did an apricot and lemon cottage cheese.
That sounds yummy.
Cheesy stuff.
Ozzy Shano saying best one shots on the market: the Mango Unchained by Mystery Fog and Addy's Cream by Fresho 3.
Mango? No.
Yeah.
Make sure you're on live chat and not top chat like this dickhead.
Yeah. Well, I was just about to say that. I usually say that when we go after chat like that. Don't be on twat chat.
Yeah, I just seen that comment and I was like, where's that? Oh, fuck.
Pippa said back when Addy started, there was an Evod, a Pipette, and a mystery flavour and Hopal.
Yeah. I got two of them right here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Do you find it easier now? Do you mix by weight, or you don't obviously do?
I did drops forever because it was that's how I learned, and it's so convenient, no cleanup. But it got to be so complicated to share an accurate recipe. I had the drops down for like a 15 mil batch, and after that it was just it was. So I finally made the plunge, to the scale.
Yeah.
Yeah. Is there something wrong with your left ear, Addy? I mean, is there a reason why we never get to see your left ear?
Oh, I don't know. I think.
He does have one.
He just likes to have it on his good side. This is my good side.
Spin the wheel.
I thought maybe he was missing like the left ear, or there was some growth over there or something. I didn't know why.
Well, I was an industrial electrician until I retired, so I might have got burned off or something.
Yeah.
Zippy's saying, Addy, have you tried Wonder Flavors Brazilian coffee?
Yes. Yeah, I pretty much tried every one I could get my hands on. I mean, and all of them are, if you lower the wattage down, it helps with that burnt tire flavor. But I that's not how I roll. I'm usually on a Mac around 80 watts.
Yeah. Have you tried some of Sticks Mix's coffees? Because Full Moon saying they're
That's
quite nice.
one thing I haven't tried.
Because they're naturally extracted, aren't they?
Yeah, right.
Yeah, so...
That's like how BSO does it too.
Yeah.
Ozzy Shano saying Beryllium Cappuccino is good.
Beryllium.
Cappuccino.
Oh, okay. I haven't tried that one yet either.
Rocky Tuney has said the SSA Mocha Coffee as well is a good one.
I tried the SSA Sweet Coffee, and that has the burnt tire to me as well.
Right. Like I say, I'm not big on coffees, so I'm the wrong person to ask me for coffees. I just won't even go near it. Graham Babley saying I would love a cherry Hubba Bubba juice. So a bit of cherry and some bubbly. You get some good bubbly flavours. You're nearly there, aren't you? Because to do some, some nice bubbly ones. Fletcher Boy's got a thing for cheesecake flavours at the moment.
Mm-hmm. Yes, we cheesecake.
Cheesecake. Yeah, doing drops was hard. Did you ever do that? Anybody else done drops?
I went straight onto scales.
Yeah, I did drops whenever just sat there like that with your little bottle, counting them. 1,
Yeah.
2,
and
3.
And then you get, you end up with the pipettes with the little graduations on them. It makes it so much easier for when you're using the scale, because if you need 0.75 grams, it's like it's almost dead on.
Yeah.
I do it with syringes. Like when I'm doing my nicotine, I syringe it and then I put it in and I weigh it. That way I always double check my nicotine, and the rest of the stuff I just go ahead and use scale only. But nicotine, I always syringe it and weigh it.
Yeah, that's smart, Bill.
I started doing that with nicotine, and then I just what I do, I decant into one of these bottles, keep it in my fridge.
Yeah.
Because it's got the lid on it, I just pour it in then.
It makes it so I don't, the other thing is it makes it a lot cleaner. I don't ever get close to the nicotine. I don't get it on me, and like I said, so it's just a easier way for me to do it. I do it first, get it out of the way, put it up, and then I come back and start my stuff, because I'm a klutz. I'd knock the bottle over with the lid off and have a lap full of nicotine. And
yeah, that's smart, Bill. Because you always want to take your time and have your head screwed on right if you're going to mess with it. 100 milligram, that's for sure.
Yeah, we don't get 100 milligram here. Top size is 72. So
even 72 is not. You don't want 72 nicotine. If you dump it on you, you still want to get it washed off real darn.
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah.
I've never really mixed much with nicotine. Like I've always, the whole time I've mixed, I've owned a shop. So like I've constantly got just shots everywhere. But I'd be a bit scared. I reckon I'd just mix something at like 87 milligram or something by accident.
Yeah, and then there's places now that we can still get 250.
Yeah.
Well, Nick Salt there. I've got 72. Do you use VG or PG nicotine?
I have some 50/50 and I have some PG.
Yeah, I prefer PG. I just thought it's easier to work with.
Oh my God, yeah, and you don't get the hot spots. I mean, there's so many stories back then, and it's happened to me too. Getting the thick stuff, and not shaking for 2 minutes to
put it in a heat bath to thin it down a little bit so you can pour it in.
Oh God, it was such a pain in the ass back then.
Yeah, I just do. Used to get. That's why I changed it. Everybody like, oh no, get VG. So I got VG, and I'm like, I'm supposed to tell that and not come out. For fuck's sake.
I remember once I got this VG, big 5 litre thing, and I remember I knocked it off my desk once, and it was cold, and I shit myself, and I ran round to pick it all up, and like 0.5 milliliter it fell out.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
It don't come out. Honestly, when you try and get it up a syringe as well, trying to pull a syringe to syringe it out of it, just don't do it.
Not at all.
Yeah. John Cole says, any advice what flavour not to go for? depends where you are. Don't go for some cheap ass ones like I did when I first started off of eBay. Oh my god, fucking awful.
What was your best pleasant surprise, Addy, that you mixed up something and you didn't really have high expectations for it, and all of a sudden it was like really good? You remember?
Well, when back when I was trying different fruits, because that's Capella's and TFA. A lot of the stuff early on was fruits. There wasn't a whole lot of desserts, and so I was just trying all these different combinations of fruits, and like the Addy's fruit combination, kiwi, strawberry, blueberry, that really surprised me.
Yeah. It's a nice thing about it. Every now and then you mix up something and you're not really looking for it to be, and you're like, oh, wow. It came out much better than I thought.
I mean, what did I do a couple weeks ago? I mixed VSO cherry, which is like a dark cherry.
Yeah.
It's not like cough syrup, and with this cranberry, and man, that was a nice combination. You wouldn't think cherry and cranberry would go good together, but like a lot of things.
Quite good, to be fair.
What's that, Bo?
Like dryness of the cranberries and sweetness of cherries. I can imagine that to be fucking real good.
Yeah, it was surprising. And I forgot what I did with it. I think I put it in a cheesecake, and it came out real nice, sweet and tart. And
very good. That's what you want with a cheesecake, though, don't you? Sometimes want that little bit of tartness.
Yeah, for sure.
Cheesecake, They're all on about VG now. They're all saying VG. I use VG. No, PG's the way to go. Go forward. Bring it up to the new age.
Yes.
So, has anybody been mixing anything? Graham, have you been up to anything this week?
Well, I did that. I did a mix while I watched the caramel crispy latte cheesecake, which I've just put up before. Did that while I was watching Daytime Frank's show. And I did a mix for the vaping community show, because they have competitions all the time on the Saturday. If I can find it.
Just well on, Pippa did drop an article in that she's wrote that was picked up by one of the on the vaping magazines. So go have a look. She put a link in. Go have a look and see what you think of that. It's about advocacy on there. Did Pippa. So go check that out.
Yeah, and the vaping community last week on the Saturday, isn't it? Yeah.
Saturday. Yeah.
Did a salted butterscotch popcorn, which was butter based for the competition. I did it for. I have a real trouble with that vaping calculator, but it was supposed to be a 0.4, and I accidentally put it in 4, and everyone, oh, that's great, but that was way too much, so I dropped it.
Yeah.
So after the competition, I dropped it down to the 2.5. The Calipita Chow for the nuts, the caramel salubarone for the butterscotch, golden syrup to sweeten it up, and the popcorn, which, to tell you the truth, I haven't got.
That butter base is so good. Oh my god, I love that butter base.
Just while we're on, what is it on? Have they dropped the price of chefs, haven't they? Of salubarone.
Mm-hmm.
Did you say that?
No, SSA. They dropped
SSA
it down to £1.
Yeah.
I knew one of them had dropped it down to £1, hadn't they?
Yeah, that's an absolute bargain.
Yeah, there's a few good SSAs too.
For sure.
Yeah, there's like I say, they're dropping prices like
cottage cheese. You've got no excuse now.
I'm thinking though. I think to a certain degree, it's nice where you've got all of these companies that have all of these really good flavors, and then I think to a certain degree, it's also like it's a snake bite, because now you end up with so many different damn flavors, and then you've got this one's good and this one works in this and this one works here. So it's a good thing and it's a bad thing, because now I am finding myself ordering $50 worth of flavors every time I go on to order something. Whereas if there was just a few companies, you wouldn't have that problem. You just
Well, there were only a few companies when you first started. You could get Flavor West, you could get TFA, you could get Capella,
yeah,
Loran's.
And now there's like a new flavor coming out from 10 companies every week or something, and it's hard to keep up, actually.
Yeah, Fletcher Boys just said, what's your favourite flavours? I'm a strawberries. I like strawberry. I still need that strawberry off of the Rochford Projects does. I'm still aiming for that.
So many good ones, my God.
Nuts. I've gone nuts, which I don't have far to go, but,
You made something in your bill this week. The banana.
Yeah. I made. I can pop it up.
Pop it up.
I made a.
Yeah, I know, Bill. You go on these shows, man. It gets expensive because you gotta try this. You haven't tried that yet. What's the matter with you? It's like,
Yeah, it's a banana wafer pudding. Basically, I did the banana custard, the banana puree, the vanilla wafer. Soft banana, because banana tends to leave me after a few days on my vape, so I'm trying to keep it in there. A little sugar cookie to kind of bump the vanilla up, some vanilla pudding to make it a pudding. And you're welcome, Michelle, and thank you for telling me about the pudding. And some whipped cream to put on top, because my wife had made something similar to this right here, and I had eaten it a few days back, and then I was in with Disco, and she was like, you need to make that into a vape. And so the next thing you know, the next day I started piddling around with it and ended up coming out with, and it actually is pretty good. I've got it in the Dead Rabbit V2, and I've been vaping it now for a couple of days, pretty much almost right off the shake, and it's, it still tastes pretty good right now. It's good. I'm interested to see how it does after a steep, because like I said, the banana drops off some on me, but it's strong enough. I think it can drop a little and still be okay.
So you decided to stop putting your nuts in the Dead Rabbit and decided to stick the banana in instead.
Now what I have is I vape on my banana and my nuts.
Fletcher Boy says, where's best place to start on mixing my own? Go to ELR, somewhere like that, or pick a flavour profile, go on there, have a look around for what flavour profile you want, and pick a recipe out of there, and then get the concentrates for that. Look for the top ones, and pick them up, and then start with that. And then once you've got an idea of what they're doing with a recipe, then you can start building your own and start playing around. That's what I would do personally. That's why how a lot of people start in it. Just start with that.
People wants to know how many flavors you have nowadays.
Yeah, I have no clue. I was really bad about putting them in my stash to begin with, and now it's like, I couldn't even imagine.
So more than 10, right?
Yeah.
No, okay.
I mean, I have this over here, and then I have bins underneath that, and
But yeah, I was organised as Zippy and Pippa.
yeah.
You missed yourself there, Addy. You're kind of out in front of yourself.
Oh yeah.
You can see mixing board.
I was trying to show my left ear again, Bill.
Yeah.
That's 2 times in one day. Oh my.
Has anybody got the Abyss? Only person I know that's got the Abyss at the moment is Danny Big D Vapes, and he's enjoying it. So, but it's a lot of money. It's a lot of money for what it is.
They come out with a limited edition now too, haven't they? Or they're getting ready to, or something. I think
they've only just released that, haven't they?
It'll be a lot more money. Well, they've already got the pictures and stuff out of it.
All right, so it comes in one of these presentation boxes with all the bridges.
I don't know. Like I said, I'm not really. I try to stay away from the Abyss.
Go down that road.
Once you get to my age, you don't want to be near the Abyss.
Did you release a custard this week?
Yeah, I released banana custard. Looking at the favourite profiles, I'm hooked on. I'm hooked on custards and bakery, so I released a banana custard this week. It's just going to take me a while to actually call up the recipe.
Yeah,
I should have had it all. Should have had it all ready to go, shouldn't I?
Yeah, that's all right. Yeah. It's because you lost your hair. It's harder to think when your head's bald.
And I still really enjoy that TFA banana bread.
Yeah, I still like the banana bread as well.
I like it so much. I've got one of these 2-ounce bottles of the stuff.
I thought you said, I like it so much. I bought the company.
Yeah, I thought you were going to say that. I bought the company.
Yeah,
I bought the 2-ounce bottle.
but when I started off, that's all I used to vape was the TFA banana nut bread at like 10%.
I have to add banana to it because for some reason the banana goes away on me. It doesn't,
Yeah, it does fade a little bit.
Yeah, it's like strawberry. To me, strawberry and banana, if I'm going to put it in, I've got to back it up with at least one and usually two more just to keep it so that it doesn't fade off on me.
Scott Morrison says, do not start mixing. I did and now have 60 different concentrates, 2 litre of PG and VG.
You're fine, Scott. That's all you got,
I'm not me.
And
be
Simon
limiting
says
yourself.
that you'd be all right in a strip joint, yelling out, "Show me your left ear, Bill. Show me your left ear."
Yeah, but you got to wave $1 or something when you're yelling that, then, So
I've finally called that recipe up. So it was bananas in custody. And let me know when it's showing on your screens because I know it gets a little bit slow sometimes.
Not there yet.
Yeah.
Do 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 do.
We'll be right back after this short break.
So you just mixed a dark
Just a black
banana
screen back up,
custard.
so that's all I've got.
Yeah, that's all it's there.
Still not working, is it?
No, it's just a black screen.
No.
Stop and try again.
Yeah.
Oh.
See, it shouldn't be my internet. My internet's okay. It's my laptop that's really bad. Let's try again.
All right, we're coming
There
back.
we
There
go.
it is. Yeah. It only has, okay, you just got that. Yeah. Angry bananas and custard.
So, like Bill, I used the Vape Train banana custard. But I pushed it right up to 5% to actually get those bananas right through with that really nice custard as the main custard, and then I added banana puree at 1.5% just to pop that banana up just that a little bit. 0.5% of cotton candy just to meld it all together and knock some of the top notes off the bananas to try and bring it back into a more realistic type. Custard premium, vanilla custard. They back up the Vape Train and a little bit of vanilla swirl just to meld it all.
Is it a creamy custard or is it an eggy?
It's creamy custard with a little bit of egg.
Because obviously we have different tastes here than what other side of the pond does with regards to the custards.
Yeah, this is a custard, not a pudding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, that's where I have the benefit there because I have never eaten a custard either. So whenever I make a custard, I don't know whether or not I'd want a creamy or an eggy. So when people ask me, I'm like, I don't know if it's eggy or creamy. It's just a custard. I have no idea. I've never eaten one, so I don't know what yours is supposed to taste like 4 hours.
See, Bill, there's one thing about a good custard, though. It comes in a cup, so none of the other food would ever come near it.
Touch it, yeah.
So
Did
yeah,
it have
we are
a
right with
potato
that, Bill.
custard?
That might be interesting. Like a yam custard.
Yes, Daryl, I found a good place for the orange creamsicle. It's in a box over there that's never going to be opened. That's
D. Miller says looks good except for the swirl. Obviously, he's
Ooh.
not a fan of vanilla swirl.
She doesn't like the
The millet's
swirl.
a pepper taster.
Yeah, a lot of people get that, don't they, from the vanillas?
Yeah.
They get the peppery taste.
I'm a pepper. You're a pepper.
Yeah, I believe the I believe the aldehyde that TFA use isn't that dissimilar to the aldehyde for pepper.
Right. Have you seen
I like
Cabela's come out with a new sweetener?
Have they?
Oh.
Yeah. I got I don't know where I got the email from. Showing you could buy a new Capella sweetener.
Huh.
Let me find it. I have to find it. Have a chat and I'll see if I can
Do
find
you,
it.
Addy? You're familiar with VSO stuff so much. I've got some VSO, and I have the VSO suite, and it's like he took. To me, is what it tastes like. It's like he took like 5 pounds of sugar and poured in, some PG, and because I swear it tastes just like it's sugar.
It's super sweet. It's a proprietary blend of like all the sweeteners, including stevia and like the acids that are in the super sweet. Yeah, he did this mix of 5 or 6 ingredients.
And it tastes just like sugar. I mean,
it's
to me
really
it
good.
does. When I did knuckle test it, it's like, like I said, it's more like a sugar than it is a sweetener. To me, I realize sugar is a sweetener, but what I mean as far as
I think it is, Graham. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's I don't use a whole lot of sweetener typically, but I put a drop in like 25 mils, and that's all I need. So it's perfect.
I haven't used a sweetener in a recipe that I've made, I think, since about last August. I mean, as far as ones that I've come up with, if I'm mixing something somebody else makes and they had sweetener in it, I'll put it in to get the same flavor. But as far as something that I do, most things that you start to put in, I mixed with a lot of caramels lately and stuff like that. They're already sweet. Like they don't really require it to me.
For sure.
That's it.
Extra
sweet.
Extra sweet.
Wow.
I have to have a go with that. I'm running out of sweetener.
Yeah, Capella extra sweet. Well, if you go on to Alchemist covered, they've got 10% off everything.
Are they going to come out with a third one now, and it'll be extra super sweet, because they have super sweet and extra sweet and super sweet? I'm assuming extra is more than super. I would think super would be.
Well, it says. I'll tell you what it says. Neotum is sweeter. That is around 10,000 times sweeter than sugar, while sucralose is only 60 times sweeter than sugar. You're required to use a lot less, which results in zero coil gunk.
Okay.
So I'm assuming that it's like, say, it's not as it's not super heavy on it.
So they've been listening. Is basically what it comes down to, because everybody always said the super sweet, if you get it up, your coils get all gunked up. So it's nice to know that people actually do pay attention, and it's like, okay, we need to see if we can do something about it.
God, I think back to the days where you used to have to chip the gunk off your coils, after like a one day of vaping.
Hammer and chisel.
Yeah.
Mr. Anna says French Vanilla Deluxe TP8 is good one for desserts type of vapes. Is it Scott Morrison? Because Scott Morrison must have asked something. And I've missed it. Oh, I don't think he has vanilla, so he's going to go and have a look. And Dalla Roach says, is it like blueberry extra? Probably so. It's probably a little bit extra than super sweet, but not as sweet. I'm guessing it's a blend in it. It'll be like we were saying about that. That what is it? One that mix of one that you were talking about.
Yeah. The VSO. Yeah.
Right. It's coming up to 10 o'clock. So we will, like I say, we've got 2 codes for 30% off of Best Sig Liquid. So we will put in on Nightbot.
And then we'll have Addy do the wheel.
Yeah.
Dun, dun, dun.
Which has nothing but coffee.
I haven't put coffee on it.
Yeah, I've been working on a coffee. I'm right with my 2 flavors here.
Coffee is the base, and cottage cheese is the extra.
If you type that in, if you type that only once, then just message us. I will put there's no point, you're not going to be waiting for anything, but you have got a week from today till so it'll be Sunday night to claim it. So that's all you get. But if you type that in, if you do want 30% off of Best Sig Liquids, like I say, don't forget to check out Andy at Best Sig Liquid, because it has been good to us to give it everything. Just bear in mind, like I say, there is orders coming all the time. So just bear that in mind when you're ordering. It sometimes gets a little bit busy, and with the postal service and everything, you know, it is trying to get everything out. But like I say, as far as I know, he has caught up with everything. And we're about to let that go. Right, do you want to do the wheel while that's going on then?
Yeah.
Okay.
There.
I'm just going to set it to. I just need to alter
On it's
it.
UK only as well. I will say that.
Mm.
Just because can't give you a code because I can't post it to anywhere else at the moment. So
I forgot to do something. I just have to change it so it spins a little bit longer. So
yeah. Ux, that's fine if you want to. If it's someone else, just while we're on, if you do, JP put it in earlier on. We have seen him in chat. He's come to our chat quite a lot. Gareth Shrek has started his own YouTube channel up, so go over and show him some love.
It was freaking me out because everybody's putting my name out there. I didn't know what the hell was going on.
Yeah, I was wondering that.
Yeah, but Gareth's on his channel. What you will have to do is you're going to have a taller monitor because he's, you know, you can't get him all in a regular monitor.
No, well, he sits on a stool, you know, one of these kiddie stools, so you could get him in.
Can't be much taller than me, can he? How tall is he?
6 something. I think he's nearly 7 foot or something.
Fucking hell, yeah, he's well taller than me. I'm 6'6".
Yeah.
Okay, let's roll it.
Come on, coffee.
That's the biggest wheel I've ever seen.
Oh, sweets.
Sweets
for my sweets.
Sweets.
Sugar for my honey.
And what type of sweets?
Well, what is sweets? I mean,
Things you buy from a sweet shop.
Is that like, okay, so
Candy.
cookies, cakes, candies, and shit like that? Yeah.
A blackcurrant sweet.
Or
Black-
blueberries,
blackcurrant.
blackberry sweets.
Yeah, no, sweets is what we call candy in the UK.
Candy.
Okay.
Okay, so I have a question. Can I use a black currant that's not a black currant? It says black currant on the bottle, but it doesn't taste like black currant?
Yeah.
Yeah, as long as it's not VSO.
No.
They have to make it in the UK.
No, BTA has a what is it? A shisha black currant that is a wonderful sweet grape flavor.
Mm.
Yeah, that's why I didn't like it.
I just use it as a grape.
He doesn't like grape. Liam doesn't. He's un-American, basically, is what I think. You know?
Yeah, I don't see him drinking much wine. It's usually beer. Okay, so I just start mixing something then.
Yeah, you just go ahead and mix and, you know.
I'm thinking of grape, you know that grape powdered stuff that used to come in the straws?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Like plastic straws.
Yeah.
Jerry.
And then you break it in half and suck it out of there.
Yeah.
Or it was kind of like a Kool-Aid, but it was in a straw.
Yeah, so I'm picking some BTA shisha black currant, some 101 powdered sugar.
Yeah.
And maybe a little bit of perillum meringue.
Yeah, pixie sticks, huh? Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody's coming in with pixie sticks now. Pixie sticks.
Spicky picks.
I might mix a sweet.
Fletcher Boy wants a blackcurrant lollipop.
Oh, Fletcher Boys, that's that's something else I've never tasted is black currant, so I would have no idea how to whether it was right or wrong.
Says sherbet.
I'm black currant can kick your ass too, because I've been trying to clone Grim Green's Yeg for like a year.
Mm-hmm.
But I've come close because now there's a good oatmeal flavoring out. So so it's in the works again.
Well, he's done some Grim Green. He's doing some with Super Good. So he might get something like that over here.
Yeah, I hope so. Yeah, he's going to go overseas with start selling them
Yeah, well, he's I don't know if Super Good are going to mix the ones that he used to, you know, like you say, that he gets that yig and that. Don't know whether they're going to release that over here, because I don't think we can get out like that from him. But he's Super Good. Whether they're just going to come up with some flavours for him and he's going to put his name to it, I don't know how it works. He's not really said out. He just said, coming soon.
So it's still a little old school because I remember recipe out first, and then I transfer it to one of the calculators.
Right.
I mean, how many times if you gone into one of the calculators, you don't do something right, you go to save the recipe, and it just disappears.
Well, I go on ELA and it tells me off for spelling it wrong or put it wrong thing up. It always gives me 1 star because I've not put the right concentrate in. Even though it tells me it's right concentrate when I type it in. Dallas said Blackberry TPA 1%, Cap Rainbow Candy 4%. Ozzy Shana says VTA Shisha Blackcurrant, VTA Fizzy Sherbert. And Graham loves blackcurrant juice, apparently.
Yeah.
Sherbert, that's a good idea. Ozzy's an awesome mixer.
Graham Mabley says Signature Chips, I think, sells Grimm's juice. I didn't know that. Did you know that, Bobo?
No, I didn't know that.
No, I didn't know the salt Grimm's juice. I thought they only did I don't think they did all. Just did the tips and the
Green lines, all mango vapes.
Ah, but look at that tomorrow. Then again, with my customer base, I don't think they do much. I doubt very few of my customers have a fucking clue who green is.
Interesting. So Pippa says that she learned recently blackcurrant works wonderfully with blood orange. And you can
do you want to bring that up?
Yeah.
Do you want to bring that up? Do you want to put link in, Pippa, if you want?
Either that or Graham will find it.
Mixing.
Graham's mixing, so
mixing.
I can't share. I can't even go. So I can't.
I could look for it, but it's going to take me about 15 minutes to
Well,
actually...
you look for it. We've got another half an hour. We might get it up before then.
Yes.
I think you need a Viagra.
We'll show it on next week's show. There'll be a black screen for a week, and then all of a sudden when we start next week, it'll finally pop up.
Put a link in, Pippa, and I'll share the screen.
I've just ordered some new broadband up. I'm getting 320 upload, 300 download.
That's all right, then.
So, well, I could have had 900, but that were like 60 quid. Well, fuck that.
Pretty much that.
Yeah, no, it was a little bit much, but I'm paying 42.
It's not bad, that.
So I thought, well, I only get like my download speed is only like 31 at the moment.
My upload's not all that high, but my download's real high.
Pippa's put it in, Bobo.
Yeah.
I'm getting like almost 450 download right now.
That's all right, isn't it? Like I say, mine's crap. Mine can drop down to flipping, sometimes when it's playing up, it'll drop down to like 10. And then, obviously, it'll go all pixelated. Branches put in blackcurrant sherbet and 2% super sweetie. Professional mix of your sons.
There we go.
Oh, is it sharing?
Yeah, it's sharing.
Yeah, it's working, mate. Yeah.
It disappeared from my screen, so I can't see it.
Well, Benny, you're going to have to knock it off then. Because
I can do that. I can stop sharing.
Okay, I've got it. There you are. So, Vampire's Blood. She's using blackcurrant red flavour apprentice 0.9, blood orange flavour apprentice at 0.3, champagne blood orange.
Champagne?
That sounds amazing. At 0.6, a WS23 30% at 0.15. That'd be pretty cold, that actually, won't it? Lemonade at 0.45% and sucralose at 0.23. They're all very, very low percentages, aren't they?
Yeah.
The sensor over there is 0.75, not you're reading the grams.
Oh, shit, yeah. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm doing. So I'll start that again. Oh, fucking hell. Blackcurrant Ribena flavour apprentice at 0.3. Blood orange flavour apprentice at 1. Champagne blood orange, well, blood orange champagne at 2%. WS23 at 0.5%. Even colder than what I originally thought. Fucking hell. Lemonade flavour at 1.5 and sucralose at 0.75.
Well, what's the cooling agent WS23 where it says 30%? Is that less cool than if you just get WS20?
Is just what they say WS23 is mixed it in it.
Is it? So that's like a regular standard WS23?
It's a 30% dilution.
Yeah.
Okay.
I believe you can get a 10% as well. So if it doesn't state, it's probably a 10.
All right. So then that's even cooler than cool then if it's 3 times cooler than a 10.
That's the biggest load of notes I've ever seen. Fair play. You're not in butter, Pepe. You're not in butter.
Yeah. She's basically what you do with those notes is you read them to the kid at bedtime so they fall asleep. You know?
that blood orange champagne is a really, really good orange.
Is it nice, that one? Because I like a good orange.
Yeah, I don't get a lot of the champagne off it, but it is a very, very nice orange.
I was just laughing at Ranjit says no camera gone eBay $678.
Brilliant.
And Pippa's put on it's pack some flavour at 6.5%, 6.05% though, Bobo.
Yeah, that's just when I was reading the weight instead of the percentage that bit, but it's not anywhere near as low as what I thought it was.
Mm-hmm. Well, Mick, is this only here for Addy?
We saw Addy's left ear, Mick. We got him to turn around, and we actually got to see it. You know, almost got to see it a second time, but not right. He does have one. You know?
Hey, Mick.
Right, so I will draw this for. Is that everybody in for the 30% off code? If everybody wants to put it in, I'll do 2 straight off the bat and get it out of the way. So if you do want it, just put Addy in. Last call.
And sweet.
Last call. Right, we will roll it. Stuart Dill.
Dill.
That's your first one. And we'll roll it up. Hold up. You were a bit late, Mick.
Yeah.
Roll it again. Graham Spears.
Congrats to the 2 winners.
Spears. I was kind of hoping Fletcher Boy would, because he had already had to order all places for what he wanted and knew how much he was going to spend. But I'd already figured out what his discount was going to be for him and everything.
Good one, Stuart Dill and Graham Spires. Congratulations, lads.
Well done. I say we'll be sorting things out next week with Andy. But do go over and check out our sponsor. He has been good to us to sponsor the show from nearly the beginning. So do go over and check him out. Check out what he's got in. I know he's got some net tobaccos on sale at the moment. So if you want to try some 100% net tobaccos, go check them out. Also, go check out the lemon jizz. That's nice. Also, check out apple pie. It's under Benny's apple pie, but it's actually Nets.
And a load of bills.
Yeah, it's been named Bills. It's under Benny's name, and it's actually done by Graham. So you can't miss it.
CJ. Welcome in. What have you done then, Graham? What have you put together?
I just need to up something.
You got the percentages right. Check them before you put this public.
It's not the
I know, but you can still mess them up. I know you.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you don't see that, Bill's put Mick's put in hashtag Amatorium. If you don't know what that is Graham's e-liquid that's coming out in 2025.
No, it's not. It's about.
No, I'm not winding you up, Fletcher boy. I was really hoping you would, because I was thinking, that, like I said, you already had put in that you were placing one. So I was rooting for you. I wasn't winding you up.
know what though? That name makes it sound like you're a Tory. I'm a Tory.
Yeah, Amatori, yeah.
Not a good look being from Liverpool, that.
I don't know. What's her name? Claire Tory. She was, pretty good on the Great Gig in the Sky.
I think I might have to add another fruit that can't taste. For some reason, I can't taste the blackberry. So strawberry, raspberry, blackberry.
Yeah, you're just adding berry. So it's just going to be, I can't taste berry. It's what it pretty much is getting down to, would you?
One of my favorite songs ever, Bill.
Yeah. Great Gig in the Sky.
Yep.
Yeah. Same here.
I was, the wife and I were so lucky we got tickets to see Roger Waters, and he did Dark Side of the Moon from start to finish after the first intermission.
Yeah.
Amazing.
I live about 10 minutes away, not even about 10 minutes. I live about 5 minutes away from Aintree Racecourse, where they do the Grand National. And they had the Australian Pink Floyd playing there a couple of years ago. And like, with it being so big and being like, a kilometre away from our house, it's like, wow, they were playing in my backyard, man. It's fucking amazing. I know it's not the real, but like, geez, that's the closest I'm ever going to get to see them. Do you know what I mean? It's unreal, man.
Yeah, Addy, tell me, if you look at Graham just kind of at a glance or whatever, do you not think he looks like Richard Wright to a certain degree?
Right.
A handsome.
With glasses on.
Graham, have you had a haircut?
I cut it myself.
He's done a rimmer. He's done a rimmer cut. Yeah, if you have a look on Andy's site, if you do join his mailing letter, you will get 10% off for joining.
I don't think this worked.
If you do join his thing, you also get discount codes. It just says discount codes quite often through the week. So that's good. I know he's got the net tobacco $4.99 for 100ml at the moment for some new tobacco flavours he's put on. Don't think they're the 100%. Oh, 1 second.
What?
I was beeping.
Yeah.
He's been called out to go to work.
Well, I'll just show my recipe. I'm not too sure if it works because I'm struggling to taste the Sweet Betsy blackberry for some reason, and I'm just getting a really saccharine taste.
You got it at 4%. You ought to be able to taste it.
Yeah. Well, with the fizzy sherbet quite high to get the real fizz and powdered sugar to just give that fizzy sherbet some texture, and sour ball candy, which should give it a little bit of a crisp, glaze coating, but I don't think it works. So there's my failure.
How's yours coming along, Addy?
Not too bad. I have to wait a couple days to see how it comes out, but I'm kind of happy with it off the shake. I did Shisha Blackcurrant VTA at 1.6, 101 powdered sugar at 1%, a touch of meringue FA at 0.4, and I wanted a little bit of tart in with that sweet grape, so I did 0.6% VSO cranberry.
Ooh.
So I'm getting that sweet grape with a little bit of tart on the back end, and the 101 powdered sugar's working. But yeah, so I'm happy with it off the shake. See what happens.
You didn't put anything in there to get the paper on the outside?
And I did just 0.1 of VSO sweet.
You'll have to pop into chat next week and let us know how it tastes.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, you'll have to at least, we have to, we must know.
You must know. And again, the week after, and possibly the week after that as well.
DJ's trying to cheat for Monday night for his blind testing.
Yeah.
No.
I can let CJ into one thing. I've called the juice when DIY goes wrong. It tastes absolutely great off the shake, and then 2 weeks into the steep, I tasted it and just went, "Oh my god!"
It's so weird when a recipe that does that, when you, which is great if you know you're gonna vape it all the mix if you vape it right away. But I hate that when it turns to shit because it's usually the opposite.
Yeah.
Ian, what's going on? Yeah.
I was back. Sorry about that.
Yeah, that's all right.
Well, not got
Called out or
out
anything? Yeah.
Yeah, I've got a call out to go to.
Yeah.
Nice.
But I'll wait. They can wait. It's not. They said they've got an uncontrollable leak on a radiator.
It's
Controllable.
Oh, you're gonna get some call-in pay?
Yeah, I get call out. I get for standby. I'm on 15, and then I'm on double time to go out. So.
That used to be my gig too.
So yeah,
you
so
can
I'm
make
on.
15 minutes, can't you? You're ready to go like once you need to.
Yeah, thing is, right, it's a sealed system, so once water's run out of it, you only get a bucket full out of it anyway, and it'll stop. So
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not going to rush. I'll want to do this 15 minutes, and then once I jump off here, I'll get myself changed and go.
Nice.
It's not going to flood the house. Do you know what I mean? It's on a radiator.
So
And I
you
can
don't
tell
think
what
it's
they've
somebody
done.
in chat, right?
You what?
I said you don't think it's somebody in chat.
Yeah, I think they are. They just want to meet me.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say they'll be like, Benny, get your ass off the show. Get over to my house now.
So Benny, you're a steam fitter?
I'm a gas fitter.
Okay, got it. Cool.
Yeah. Heating engineer. So, Pippa's just put in an interesting new recipe released by celebrity panelist Graham.
Oh,
What have you put out?
I don't know.
Well, I can't click on it.
I'll click it.
Search it, LS.
Oh, that was the one I did just before on the short film show for Jay. Basically, we had to make something on his flavor profile, on his flavor stash. I forgot about that. The RY4J, I just called it, which is the RY4 double honeycomb to sweeten because he's still new to DIY flavors. So I'm using the honeycomb as a sweetener. The smoked butterscotch because that's his flavor. With the Innerware honey, because that's got a slight bakery taste at the end, should boost the tobacco a little bit, and the cinnamon Danish swirl to add a slight cinnamon bite and thicken the juice up.
Looks nice, that.
Nice.
Very nice.
Absolutely.
And they asked, I've just popped into Zoom and he goes, "Oh, you've got a mix for Jay."
Yeah.
I was like, "Oh no, I know what he likes."
He likes honey tobacco.
He likes tobacco.
Yeah.
There's something wrong with it.
Licorice honey tobacco he likes.
That's so Dutch.
Pippa says, Addy, have you been over to U.K. in person?
I have not. We've been right across the English Channel on the other side, but that's the closest I've been. Now my wife sees all the beautiful English and Scottish castles. She wants to go, so yeah.
So you might be going for a tour.
Yeah.
It's
I'll have
fucking
to look
gorgeous
some of you guys up when I get over there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just let us know. Yeah.
Can't miss out on the Welsh castles.
Right.
Any of them, I'm like Welsh, English, Scottish, Irish, made it all fucking unreal. Every single one of them.
So that's a bit different because you don't have castles over in America, will you?
Country's only
No.
200 years
We got
old.
one.
We all live in castles.
We have one not that far from where I live, actually. Castle.
A proper castle.
Yeah, I mean, I'll see if I can
17th
find
century
that.
castle, or you know.
Well, it's not 17th century, no, but it's a castle. Yeah.
And the princess lives in there and guarded by a
No,
man.
it's down off of Versailles Road, heading out of Lexington.
Where was I? I was at a castle. It was in Wales. It was North Wales. Where was it?
It's not White Castle Burger, is it, Bill?
Yeah.
No, it's not. It's
Fletcher Boys put, I got a leak on my boiler. Anybody know a good engineer? Because Rajit Van Mahit says, give Benny a call, he needs $1.
here. It is. I'll show it to you. I'll share it with you.
Cheers, Josh. It's good job it went off then.
Right there.
Oh, very good.
You know, and like I said, that's probably about 20, 25 miles from me. It's not that far
Pretty
away.
modern that compared to some of our castles.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, but it is a castle, you know, so.
That looks like the castle used it in the 9th seal.
In the what?
Is it the 9th seal or 9th gate?
I don't know. I don't have any idea. Like I said,
No.
it recently it's changed hands. I think if I remember right, what was the guy's name? Captain Kirk on Star Trek. I can't think of his damn name right now.
William Shatner.
William Shatner owned it for, I think he bought it for a couple years or 5 years or something, and then sold it. And it's changed hands a few times, but he's big into horses and everything. So yeah.
Carl's put, you've got Disney's Magic Kingdom castle.
Yeah, well, yeah, we have a few of those too, but you know, and we have White Castle, you know.
Fulmer's put there is a castle in Florida and California.
Yeah, and he also said you have to learn to speak the language, Addy. You know.
Yeah.
So when you order a fillet, you're going to get a fillet.
I already know what bangers are, so I'm halfway there.
Well, you see, it depends, because you could say bangers, it could be bangers. So you've got a proper pair of bangers.
Well, yeah, maybe I don't know.
could be sausages.
Yeah, could be sausages.
or they could give you a really, really bad car.
Yeah, and we're going to say, yeah, it could be a really bad car. It could be, So bangers could be.
Someone we could fight as well.
Yeah.
I have some homework to do. I don't want any of that either.
Yeah. So we got the Heist Castle in California, apparently.
Yeah. Hearst.
Hearst.
Yes,
Heist,
from
Hearst.
the famous, there was a Patty Hearst back in the day who was supposedly kidnapped and then basically went over and supposedly decided to become one of the people that kidnapped her. And it was a mess. The Hearst family was like a big, powerful family back in the 70s, 80s. Still actually is, but you know, it was Addy remembers it, I'm sure, because that was, you know, the Patty Hearst deal.
Yeah.
This is the best one. Fucking Carnarvon, man. What a fucking castle.
That's where they did I'm a Celebrity, wasn't it?
Was it? Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking hell.
Or Castle Cork, the fairy tale castle.
Used to live across the street from that in a mobile home. I remember it.
Roger's put, cheap ass Benny, charge me full price, never finish the job. That's about right, that, mate. I don't finish out. And Dean Miller says, watch out for the blood sausage. Did you put your, did you do your recipe, Addy? Have you shown everybody that we talked about
it? Came out nice. I did Shisha Blackcurrant VTA at 1.6. I did 101 powdered sugar at 1%, a little FA meringue at 0.4, and to give me that tart and the sweet, I did Fiesco cranberry at 0.6. And that's what I'm getting right now, and I'm getting the sweet and the tart, and I want to tweak it a little bit, and I'll put it in the chat next week.
Yeah, sounds good. SLA, Symbionoise, Libertarian Army, the 60s were a strange time, apparently.
Yeah, that was what she was kidnapped by them, and then they were showing her, they were robbing a bank or something, and she was standing there with a gun, you know, helping them supposedly. It was a mess, you know.
Right.
I remember I was only like 2 in the 60s. No,
Yeah.
okay, so I was 1, 2.
But that's all you can remember in the 60s.
No,
That's what you mean.
yeah. No, the decade I lost was the 70s. I remember the 60s. I was only like 15 or so. I was born mid 50s, so I can remember the 60s. 70s.
No, my mum wasn't even born until 65, man.
Yeah, the same as mine. Mine were born in. Was she born in? My mum were born in 53. So,
What addies do you use, Addy, to test your flavors at, Pippa? Once in a while?
I build my own coils. I use the Twisted Messes 22 millimeter, and I do a single coil on that. It's a twisted frame stable.
Yeah.
At around 0.18, and yeah, it's a nice, because the posts are so big, it takes up a lot of room, so it puts out some really good flavor.
Ratchet he's paid for rig giveaways and still gets nothing. Well, you're not paying enough, mate. I've told you. It's all about the dollar. Right, we are coming up to that time, so like I say, we would run over a little bit, but I have to go. So we will go around and say our goodbyes, and we will start with Graham.
Okay, thanks everyone. Thanks, chat. You've been great again. Thanks, Addy, for joining us.
Oh, thank you.
You have to join Monkey on Juice.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, oh no, you're not on Facebook, are you?
No, well, yeah, barely.
Yeah. So I'll put Monkey on Juice link into chat. So if anybody wants to join, if you need any help with starting mixing and everything, I can do one-on-ones with you, picking out your concentrates, what you need to buy and everything. I've got time, so
Awesome, Grant.
I'll help you out there, and I'll pass that on to the chair.
All right. Thank you, Graham. Thanks, chat. Enjoyed it as always. Addy, great having you on, and it was fantastic to find out you don't have a huge growth on the other side of your head. Really
I had a blast.
that.
Thanks, Bill.
And I will throw it down to Liam, the bald guy. Yeah.
Thanks for coming on, Addy. It's been great as always.
Well, thanks for having me.
Thank you, chat. Chat has been great, and Spanners have been working as hard as ever. You can you can catch me on most of the DIY Facebook groups, and on OGA tonight at midnight GMT, the VC show at 11 PM on Saturday, and don't forget to check out my one-shots at Chef's Flavors and Twisted Imagination and Sherlock Holmes, as well as at DIYFlavorchaser.com in Canada.
Good ones over there, Sherlock, for sure.
Thanks, Addy. And I will pass you over to Bobo.
Thank you very much, Addy. I'm not going to thank you for coming on, because it's been.
I had a blast. Thanks for having me. Really, I had fun.
Really, thank you, man. It's been a fucking pleasure. It really has. Chat, as always, you're fucking amazing. You really are. Every single week you've been out of the park. Thank you to my fellow co-hosts. It's fucking hell. It's nearly been a year, hasn't it?
Yeah.
That's crazy, man. That's absolutely nuts. But yeah, as always, I always learn a hell of a lot more than what I put out in this. So thank you to everyone that's involved. And yeah, I will pass it over to our guest, Addy. Say goodbye as well.
Oh, thanks, Bobo. Yeah, I mean, the biggest thing I have to say is, reach out to your family and your friends, because it's a bad time right now, and a lot of people are struggling. And and get in touch and reconnect with some of your old friends you haven't talked to in a while, and check with some people. Other than that, it's the same anywhere you live across the world. Advocate and get involved a little bit, and yeah, that's all I have to say. Check out Fresh03 on YouTube, and I had a blast today, and the wheel of death wasn't so scary after all.
Coffee.
Yeah,
Coffee.
Yeah, thanks for having me. I had
no problems. Thank you very much for coming on. So thank you very much for chat. Thank you very much for the spanners for spamming everything out. Drop some links in for Addy's on Twitter, also on ELR, his recipes. So go check them out. Show some love. Also catch him on. He's usually on Fresh 3 show. You can catch him on there quite a lot. So go check that out. Look for Fresh 3. They usually do one. Is it? You do one. Is it
Wendy on Monday.
Yeah. So you can find him on Wednesday. Is it? So Mondays on Wendy's channel. You can find him. Is it?
Yeah, Friday and Saturday on Fresh.
Yep. Saturdays usually is about 6 o'clock, isn't it? Our time. Usually. So it's quite early. That? So yeah. Thank you very much, Addy, for coming on. It's been a pleasure. Absolute pleasure to have you on. We will let you up again to come on. So thank you very much.
Okay. I'll be happy to.
Lovely job. Thank you very much to my fellow casters. It's an absolute pleasure. Can't believe we've got 4 episodes to go till we've been doing this show. Well, both shows for the year. So it's been absolutely fantastic. Thank you very much for chat. You're always fantastic for putting your questions in and everything. Like I say, nothing silly, just bang them in. Also, check out our sponsor, Best Sig Liquid. Go show him some love. Like I say, if you are waiting for orders, he's catching up with everything. He's just been extremely busy, which you can understand in these troubled times. Postage and everything. So just bear with everything and you'll get it eventually. You can find us here again next week at 9 o'clock-ish, about 9:05, on this channel. And we will see you next Wednesday. So bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye all.
Bye, Scuba. Yeah.
Scuba.